Raisin Doom, which was meant to be a live stream, but as you can see, YouTube is just a little bit shit. Anyway, we are doing some screwing around with my source port. So we were talking in IRC the other day because what I did was got bored and made automaps customizable. You can already see some of the things there colored differently than they should be. And this is all customizable with a new ImGUI control that I wrote. Whoa, that looks atrocious. Go back there. Let's say we do just want to play with monsters, for example. You can see that's monsters. And now, whoa, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? But yeah, there are a couple of things that came up when I posted a screenshot of this. There was the idea that lines should be not solid, as in dashed, and that perhaps lines should pulse. And it's actually some really atrocious code in here somewhere, written but never enabled, that had pulsing in here already in the automap. So let's just have a look for this code here first. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did we see it somewhere? Not responder. That's been added for Chocolate Doom. Change window scale to follow player. Update light lev. This, I believe, is what we were talking about. Yes. So let's just start with re-enabling this code. We're going to see some crazy shit here. Let's have a look. Whoa. That look okay, yeah? That looks okay. Unfortunately, it's not going to work properly for everything. It works off palette hacks. So instead of doing lookups through the color map, it takes an index and it subtracts values from it, which we don't want it to do. We want it to actually use the index that it was given and do a lookup in the color map as a result. So we need to do some shit for that. Anyway. I should have... No, I don't. Do I? No, I should do. Yes, cache lump name. So that's what we want. Color map should already be cached as static. Just make sure that's the case. Get num for name, get num for name. Yep, it is already cached as static. So if we want our own copy of that, we can export. That is already externed somewhere, isn't it? I was sure this was externed somewhere already. It is in our state. So we won't even need to do any hackery ourselves. We can do this. This is a bad idea. Actually, do I already include our data in this? Let's have a look. Our data. We include our state, but not our data. Maybe we should wait a minute. That is in our state. Derp. Alright, so we actually already have access to the color map in question. So, that shouldn't be like that. Derp. Handy, so that you don't have to compile your entire program in debug. But I always forget to remove it. Anyway, let's go back down to that tick. Update light lev. So that's fine. So that'll be our maximum light value minus this. But I want it to actually pulse up and down. So why don't I put in another 15, and then a 14, a 12, a 10, a 7, a 4, and 2 zeros. So that it goes up and down kind of smoothly. Anyway, this formatting annoys me, so let's fix that while we're here. See, look at that. Get out of here. Bloop. Alright. So that's the light level. Now, what we need to do with the light levels is following. This is a static, and we'll find it used in many places around here. Walls plus light lev. So, we got things, light secret, walls plus light lev. Every one of these where it's a light lev, nah, we actually want to do something different. Let's, what value is that? AM draw line took an int, so int32t AM lookup color, and our colors here are in 32, I believe. Come on, show me the definition. Yep, perfect. In 32t palette index, perfect. So, looking at, no, where did it go? Hey, hold on. What was our data I was looking at, wasn't it? Oh, our state. So light table T, if we have a look at it, is a pixel T. Interesting. So what was the format of the light table? Oh, we can look that up. Pixel T should be UN8. Huh. So it's just a byte. Okay, interesting. Of course, the other way to do this is to get color maps. That's oh yeah. Wow. Anyway, I think that's how that works. So it is just a byte array for each light level. Yeah. 256 colors per light level. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So let's go back here. Turn color maps. Light lev times 56 plus palette index. All right. So let's start with our walls. Lookup color style walls. All right, that should let us see if our code is correct. Looks like we're working. All right. Okay, so we do have it correct. Alright. So we're looking pretty good here. We're looking pretty good here. Alright. So back to full red. Yes. Alright, let's get out of here. And since we don't need that anymore, since we've got our function correct, let's just start doing this. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to fix that formatting while I'm here. Code standards. I know this was fine in 1992 and 3 when this code was originally written. We're in 2022, so we're doing it my way. What am I? Learned a keyboard, jeez. This is why it was a mistake to remove macros from Visual Studio. This is annoying. Actually, we don't need a double F here. Put the check up here. There we go. Now, that's everything for the lines, but we're not finished. We are not finished. Because, as you can see, no. Fucked up my paste. AM. We've got color. There we go. That's better. So let's keep looking for, what was that one? That was the, yes. This one will handle everything. There are a few more light level lookups in here, I believe, though. There should have been one for the player arrow. Where's the player arrow? Where's that data? Aha! It's just using values directly. But, see, here's the thing. We have draw line character. Should be just taking lines. So, that means every instance that we have this, we want to do that. I've already got lookup color there. Yes. Now, this is my next question. Draw a line. Oh, hello. Draw line character. Yes. That's fine. We have draw M line called direct anywhere else. It is called from draw grid. Do we want the grid to pulsate? What do you reckon? Why not? Yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Everywhere that we look up a color for calling the high level functions ourselves, let's just do it. Draw walls, draw players, draw things, draw crosshair. So there's a fun thing. There's a fun thing here. Let's look at draw balls. That should be, yeah. Draw players. That looks up its own color. That's what we were just doing there with the white things. Yeah. Okay, let's get back. Draw things. We're already in there. Okay, what have I got a breakpoint there for? Go away. All right, so everything should go through the pulsing code now. Yeah, it looks a lot less crazy than it was. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Now, since our background is going through the function, we better forget this. Hey! Pretty sweet. I think I might have gotten my logic wrong as well. Did I? Nah. Zoom lighting, how about that? Maybe we did that kind of maybe put some matches. Yeah, if you're gonna pulse, it's definitely gonna look better further up the palette range you pick. You get a bit crazy though. So this is not all in vain because I do have plans for the project. But as you can see, we're going through the correct functions now. No more of that stupid hack that's there to begin with. And to be clear, I'll show you guys where that hack came from. There are a bunch of defines up at the top there. Reds starts you in the palette index. Red range, which is how far it's allowed to go from its initial palette entry before it starts bounding up and down, basically. So yeah, that was the hack that was there originally, and I disagreed with it because we have a color map. We can do this correctly. We don't need hard-coded palette hacks. But as you saw, now we're putting everything through the one color, and we don't want to do that, do we? We in fact want a second parameter here. Actually, to keep Doom standards, we need to use the Boolean variable, and we call it blinking. And then we can go blinking, light lev, times 256 or 0, palette index. Just a nice little ternary thing there. Now, of course, means every one of these calls is going to fail. So let's get ahead of that. Wouldn't it be nice to be in C++? Just not have to deal with this, have some meaningful defaults. Well, just spoiler, I am converting things slowly to work in C++, so that's coming. But right now we're just going to do things the annoying way. And that's every instance of it. So now that we've set false as the parameters for these functions, there should be no more blinking. Yep, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, that's right. I set a weird color for my area. Let's change that on the view. Set that something brighter. Yeah, that's better. That's better. All right, that's cool. Okay, so that is a pretty good start, but we're not done. How about we submit that? Let's open containing folder. I don't want them. Initial blinking line defs re-enabled. Unhacked, who instead is COLORMAP lookups. That should be capitalized. Not blinking by default. This is a good little habit to get into, just submitting your code as you go. So, you know, if you need to roll back specific changes for whatever reason, it's as self-contained as possible. So let's commit that. Now, we've got this blinking code, but we've got nothing to use it with. So how about we fix that? Again, this is something that I wish I had macros for. So annoying. But let's just what should we make blink? Fuck it. Just gonna have to do it. This is so annoying. What am I doing? This, of course, screws up all the defaults. Gonna have to show you what I mean. What was the boolean defined as? In fact, yeah, no, I said look up boolean. It's an enum. That's before I go any further. Bind int variable. Did we have bind boolean variable? Int float string. Okay. So if it's going to be a variable that we're saving to a configuration file, then we do not want that to be a boolean, especially when we get to converting to C++, because boolean, the type def will end up meaning something else. So let's not do that. But still haven't finished. This is so annoying. Will I learn to type sometime this century? There we go. There. That was a lot. Fortunately, this is now the problem. If we come up here to our map style data, as you can see, I've got defaults here, which means now we need to go through and put yeah, in terms of formatting, let's just do it like this. So come here, tab all this out, 0 because we don't want them to blink by default. You be gone. You be gone. Yep. So we do that again down here. Actually, this is one of those things that you can do nicely. No, what have I done? Copy and paste. Perfect. Because I've kept the formatting down there exactly as the others, so there's not a problem with doing that. Oh, that was less painful than it could have been. Awesome. All right. Now, now when we have lookup color, we go style, all's blinking. Ah, yeah. Oh, what am I doing? What have I done? It's a couple more. Hey, what did I set to that style variable? I think I just did aim draw walls with a style. Right, so let's do the same thing here. Draw players will now take a style. Actually, I think this was meant to be a style player arrow and a style player blinking. Well, there we go. So I didn't test things thoroughly, as it turns out. All right. Yeah, and this is also something. Greens, greys, browns, and reds for multiplayer. Yeah. That's drawing... It is drawing a player arrow. If you're not in a net game. Aha, right. I see what you did there. Definitely see. Okay, I see. That's good. But we still want to know if the player arrows are blinking. Look up color. Oh. What do I want? Draw players. No, what have I done? Go back. Pure laziness. Style grid. Change it to just style. Style. Any more instances of lookup color? No, we've got them all. All right, so at this stage, we should have code that compiles. That'd be nice, but also doesn't blink. Yep, looking good. All right, let's get out of here. Now, this is the next bit. We've got to do this again. Well, the whole copy the blinking parameters. I know, map color. See? Gotta put blinking everywhere here. Oh dear. So, this is where I'm going to start cheating. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Okay, so if we do by selection, a copy, paste, comma, bat with blinking, comma, bat. Perfect. So we'll do that for everything. This is what a macro should be doing. Right, so we've got variable names correct, but we don't have the data that they point to correct. So we replace space and den, perfect, with exactly what we had before, but like that. Ah, yes, it's annoying. But now we'll get our variables registered, but we're still not done. My precious formatting. I'm going to have to go through and change that after with a couple of tabs. So all right, bear with me. Hey, get back there. Back there. That's better. All right. So we've bound our variables. That's great. Only problem. I'll show you what the problem is now. Unknown configuration variable, map, color, background, blinking. So this is a chocolate doom thing. You can't just add a variable like that. It needs to know about it in its definitions file, which is in mconfig. So as you can see, yeah, there's going to be a lot. So we need to do similar. Copy, paste, make that blinking. Oy vey. So yeah, this is going to be boring again. I wish I had macros. Suppose I could go over to Visual Studio Code and do this, but hey, I'm in a Visual Studio, so since I'm going to upload this video as if it was like a live stream, you're not going to get this edited either. So I just suggest skipping ahead if you find this incredibly boring. So I do, and I'm actually physically doing it myself. But such is the life of being a programmer. Often you have to do menial shit like this. That's fine, that's fine. It comes with the territory. No. Hey, get back here. That's better. Paths blinking. Oh, now we should be able to actually run the game. Hey! Alright. Yep. Sweet. Alright. So we have now added blinking to the configuration. So let's commit that. Hold on. We need to go one folder up to do a complete commit. So we've modified mconfig. Commit. All right. Now, of course, we've got all these variables here, but we have no way of modifying them outside of opening up the configuration file, and that's stupid. So how about we go into the debug menu? That should be in Doom, yeah. Okay, so debug menu. See, I have this debug menu thing that I've added. Look at it. Options window. Yeah. Yeah. So this is actually where we want to be. So we scroll down here, and this is one of the reasons why I think there has to be better options than MGUI out here. Look at all this code I'm doing for that options window you've looked at. Yeah. All right, so this is the important thing. This right here is where I've put colors. So I intended this to be something generic. So if we call it, yeah, I will keep that as a generic function, but I'll make a new one called static void mdebug menu to map color, and have another, what do we got? I wanted to call this is blinking. because we are going to make a checkbox out of it. But for now, we can wrap it to color and item name, color index, palette. Perfect. I've gone and done fucked up. This should not be like that. That should next column after itself. Yeah, that's correct. But I needed to go and do this. This needs to be there. It also means I need to augment my code to look a bit like this. Yep, that's better. Gives me complete control over it so that when I... Hey, hold on. Let's do a find and replace first. Oh. Yep. H, selection, debug menu, do map color. All right. Now, another thing we need to do, because that's annoying, get the type. It's a C, so declare up the top. Actually, this is C, so that's exactly what we're after. Oh dear. Copy that. Need to do another replace that with style that. Perfect. Which means now we can go style. And we got to do a bunch of that shit again. Fast forward again. This is going to take a little bit. Oops, forgot a comment. Got a comma again, put an extraneous dot, don't do that. Get back here. Okay. So now if we come here, I do next column. Let's do the same thing because we're going to need that. Actually, no, we don't need a next column. We need an IG same line on this one. Then we go IG check box. Why does it need to be a bool? Doesn't it have to be a bool? Is there another checkbox that I can make? Checkbox flags. Yeah, I'm going to cheat. Blinking. And we want is blinking and flags OX1. And actually that's kind of what I was thinking as well. The advantage of doing the integer there is that if we want different blinking styles, like we could call this pulsating, but we're calling it blinking. Blinking could be on, off, but this is pulsating. So it's a bit of a misnomer. Let's name it pulsating in the UI. I'll get back to that, but that's a good idea. We can have a second one blinking, so there's on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be nice. Anyway, let's have a look. Failed. Debug menu, do map color to few undefined. What? That's what they called it, isn't it? Derp. M debug menu, do map color. So let's do a find and replace that. Derp. One failed. What did I fail on again? IG same line. Yes, because again, this is what I was talking about, the default variables. Those have defaults in C++, but we are in the C wrapper for ImGUI, so it does not. Okay. Automap. IDE automap. That's better. Now, let's go game options. Let's have a look at our. No, I forgot to do a pop. All right, come in. IG pop ID. Derp. All right, that should be better now. Should make that window bigger by default. Automap. They're all saying pulsating. So if we take our computer area map as pulsating, oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that fancy? Fancy. It's pulsating. Anyway, I wanted to pause. There we go. Anyway, let's zoom in a bit. Follow mode. So we got collectible items there. We got monsters there. Don't do that. Here, so that we can look at it correctly. So let's make items counted pulsating. They're not pulsating. Oh. Does it need a better color? It's paused. Is that what's happening? Yeah, it's not ticking because it's paused. one thing we should do to sanity check. Yep, all our settings saved. That is good. But why did our things not pulse? Oh, well, there's this AM drawer line that I missed. Derp. That's better. I can't even keep like that, thank you. Where are the draw find characters, draw players, draw things? This is what we're looking at. I haven't done any of this. That would be why. Derp. Style. Yeah, congratulations. Ah, must have missed players as well, if that's the case. No, I already established that I did that correctly. Anyway, all those things should be blinking now. Let's have a look. It's better. Oh yeah, now they're doing it. There we go. Decorative things in this map. I don't think there were decorative things in this map either. The barrels are explosives. Yeah, alright. there are blood pools and everything in here. So yeah, there's our normal little decorative things. Okay. This is also nothing particularly flash, but oh yeah, now we're back to Doom OG. Got some Z Doom definitions in the yes, Z Doom. It's Canadian. Got some of that in the works too, but yeah, there you go. All right, I think we should do some more code submits again. First thing first, we will submit our bug fix. Bloop. All right. I'm starting to regret calling that thing blinking, in fact. Yeah, I think the flags thing was actually going to be the correct way to go for a reason. But what about if I make that a new video? What about if I end this one and see if people are interested in this? So let's switch over to OBS and stop recording, and I'll upload this and see what. Well, we're bang on an hour anyway, so have a good one.